Baby Oliver. In this cookbook, there is a recipe. I don't know what it is. I've got a mystery bag of ingredients and 3 minutes to figure it out starting now. White wine. Are you old enough to drink that, kid? Chicken stock, olive oil, Parm cheese, rosemary, pancetta, celery, cranberry beans, shallots, butter, arborio rice. Oh, you're making risotto, and garlic. I didn't even need 3 minutes. Ding, 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 ding. Shallot, garlic, celery are aromatics. Little herbage, you want to cook that down as well. Brown the pancetta, deglaze with white wine. This is too easy. You know how many risottos I've made? Which makes sense because when you're freaking 24 and the only thing you're good at is line cooking, you think that mastering risotto has made you a god. It has set you apart from anyone else. Parm cheese to finish. This is not even a take on risotto. It's just textbook risotto. Pancetta is the only interesting thing about this. You didn't do mushrooms, you didn't do the cranberry beans. You put beans in your risotto? Fucking Brits. Beans in your risotto? What is wrong with you? I'm ready with my one question. Do the beans go in the risotto? Do you not know this recipe? All right, yes, the beans go in the same dish as the risotto. You know the fastest way to cook beans? The night before. I just threw these suckers in the crock pot. I didn't even soak them. I closed the lid and I thought I should probably put some salt in there. Then I went to bed. Then I came back out and put salt in there because I just, salt. You gotta have salt. True baby chef was like, yeah, let me put starch with starch. It'll be really good. They're gonna love it. Healthy eating, you guys. Starch on starch. Probably the most interesting thing about this recipe that I could ever show you is how a line cook actually cooks risotto. Risotto traditionally takes 40 minutes. But you know what? When you order risotto at a restaurant, they're not standing back there stirring that sucker for 40 minutes. You wanna know the real secret here? Turn a 40-minute risotto into a 5-minute pickup. I'm gonna show you how. I don't even know if baby Oliver knows this. Rice. This is where the magic happens. A big old pot of boiling water. In you go. Okay, the magical line cook's trick. You par cook the rice. And I didn't even toast it first. Roast me, see if I care. I gotta say, I am most disappointed in this. There is barely enough things to make an interesting risotto. We could do olive oil braised beans with some shallot, some rosemary. We could do garlic and pancetta, which leaves us with shallot butter risotto. But I guess if you're a baby and all you eat is buttered noodles, or in this case, buttered rice, that's what we're working with today. The biggest shallot you can find. Baby shallot, boop. All right, well, we're finishing with butter, so we're gonna start with butter. Off-brand butter, but we did say budget friendly. He might not have known what that meant at 24, but he said it all the same. Ooh, she warm. I'm telling you, in a restaurant, anything that happens by accident, you just find a way to reframe it. Pan too hot, brown butter risotto. There you go. It is fine dining, so we're gonna, do our due diligence on these celery sticks. Tiny little dice. So we better do something with these beans. We get the pancetta rendering. We're just gonna cook them down with a shitload of pancetta, the rosemary, a little bit of garlic. We'll put everything else in the risotto. Throw some shallot in there too. Everything needs some allium. Something that is impressive to me about Jamie Oliver is the amount of cookbooks he's released. I think it's in the 40s is the number. Did you know he once donated one of his newly released cookbooks to every single library in the vicinity? And you look a little deeper on that and you're like, oh, it's because he actually went on a talk show to promote that book and started ripping on poor people and their diets, the exact people he was trying to market to with this book. He got so much backlash from it, he had to donate one of those books to every single library in the area because his response to them improving their eating habits was, buy my book. Didn't go over super well. Smells like Christmas. I hate Christmas. It's always funny to me when people put a big old sprig of rosemary on a plate as a garnish. I'm like, A, that's expensive. B, what are you gonna do with that? You're not gonna do anything. That's gonna go in the trash. Now it's at this point that usually I'd be adding a little more butter, toasting that dry arborio rice. So I want you to just all pretend like that has happened. I've got the magic in me. Beautiful. It's happening. Okay, check it out. What else are we putting in here? Oh, the beans. That's right. All right, my pretties. That's a strong word for them. They're not nice looking beans. They are just beans. Salt of the earth. You know, if I actually wanted to turn this into something special, take all these garlic cloves, knock the peel off them, take all that bean and pancetta crap, cover it all in olive oil, wrap it tightly in foil, and throw it in the oven at 275 degrees for about an hour and a half. Confit, the garlic, everything would meld, and that would be something special and worth putting on the top of a risotto. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't want to be here for 90 minutes. Did you not see me par cook the rice, blatantly disregarding the tested and true toasting of the rice and slow cooking that brings the starchiness out, creates the creaminess of it? I think we're just gonna shortcut it. Shortcut is my middle name. You think I'll upset baby Oliver? I kind of hope so. Maybe we'll just do a pretend confit on the stove. It's a lot of trouble because you gotta babysit it, but we're gonna be over there babysitting the risotto anyways. It is baby Oliver. Babysitting was implied. You know, Jamie Oliver actually had to hire a whole team to make sure that he wasn't doing cultural appropriation with his cookbooks. Like, okay, on the one hand, sure. On the other, you could just learn not to do that in the first place. Oh, us restaurant folk like to do things the hard and expensive way. That's why you start a restaurant. We've got all that good pancetta fat in there, and then we're just gonna really go for it with the olive oil. Yep, you can just see the dollar signs like running up. It's like filling up with gas. You don't need to go to culinary school. You want to learn to cook? Get a job in a kitchen. Believe me. Start out washing dishes. Within 2 weeks, you will be on the line because some fucker is going to call out, not show up, and they're like, here's a body, here you go. You still have to do all the dishes at the end, but you get $17 an hour for that. But hey, that is far more profitable than paying someone to yell at you in a classroom. Crank the heat up. I'm like, cook! Confit on the stove. Ugh, I've been avoiding this for the last 7 recipes. I'm like, why? Why? Okay. How are we looking? Looking a little firm. Risotto should be loose. A little bit more stock. There we go. Now it's like a slip and slide. Your butter is the best part of making risotto. Whole stick of butter. And you just... Come here. Stir it in, let it go. Baby Oliver, where's the parsley? All right, let's see how we did with our beans. Slowly poaching in the oil. Looks like British breakfast to me. Uh-oh, we split the sauce somehow. Darn, not gonna be velvety and smooth anymore. Oh well, it just changes how you garnish. This was so velvety and beautiful, and now it looks like chunks. Go, wow, and nothing green to garnish with except rosemary, which is an herb that should be cooked. Baby Oliver! When the 24-year-old in the kitchen fails you just cover it up with a shitload of cheese. Split or no. It's now infused with garlic and all those herbs. A little bit, yeah, there we go. Well, I've never made a risotto quite like this before. Let's see what we got into here. It tastes about like starch on starch. Dude, where's the freaking oomph? Where's the pop? God. All right, let's see what we were supposed to make. What's my page number? 172. Look at little baby Oliver taking notes in the kitchen like a good boy. That's how you knew he was gonna be bookish. You don't ever see a proper line cook taking notes like that. They just stand there with their deadpan eyes and stare at you. Oh my God. Christ almighty. What is that, kid? Cranberry bean, pancetta, and rosemary risotto. Well, we did make what we were supposed to make. Pancetta and rosemary is a marriage made in heaven. Like you're the first one to come up with frying pork with an herb. And the cranberry beans look and taste great. Oh, good use of, adjective there. And made a real change in the risotto. Well, that's true. Normally you don't put a starch on a starch, so it was a change. Like, how about arancini? I'm gonna freaking ball this up and deep fry it and serve it with some cheese. Well, it's about what I'd expect from a 24-year-old. Thanks, baby Oliver. That's a wrap. I'm Savannah. Follow me for more.